For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 20 of the Chelsea Career Mode here on FIFA 18. I asked you guys in the past couple of episodes over the weekend whilst I was away what I should do in the transfer window with regards to the central midfield role. I had a number of players on my shortlist already, a number of which were also your guys' favourite suggestions. I've added a couple more as per your suggestions in those comment sections. One being, when we get down here, Torgan Hazard actually was quite popular to maybe bring in all three of the Hazard family. Obviously not a centre mid, but someone we could use in a wide role or at a cam role, maybe if we see some of the older players move on at the end of the year. So I've added him to the list mainly for next season, but just to show that I've seen the suggestion. Koke was added to the list as per your suggestions, as was Tony Kroos. Now the most popular option of the past two comments sections was, rather unsurprisingly actually, Isco at Real Madrid, valued very highly, a Spanish replacement for a Spanish player in Cesc Fabregas, and similar-ish players, although Isco a little bit more explosive, a little bit more athletic than Cesc has been in his career. So I think Isco's going to be the main guy that I go for. Actually, Mateo Kovacic was very popular as well in the comment section, so he's probably going to be the second on my list to ensure that I get someone that you guys have asked for. Kroos is... well, he's Tony Kroos. He's 90 rated. He's going to be exceptional if we are able to bring him in, perhaps. But I'm going to go for Isco first, and then we'll see what happens. I will approach to buy. I'm still undecided as to whether to use Cesc Fabregas as part of the deal or not, because I get the feeling that they'd want a lot of money as well as Cesc. I'll ask for a player swap and see if they're interested in Cesc Fabregas, but I'm really not sure that they will be. Cesc valued at 35 million though, so... they're looking to bring in a centre-back. I'm not... What other players have I got? I'm not really looking to move on a centre-back at this stage, to be completely honest. So we will offer a transfer fee instead, and we will offer... well, he's valued at 55, so I'll just offer 70. Do I want to add a sell-on clause? No, I don't want to add a sell-on clause. I'm not going to sell him on. Oh, they want 79. Well, that is very agreeable, actually. I will counter. They want a 10% sell-on clause as well. I'll remove that. And we'll propose a new transfer fee of 75. I mean, I have the money, so I'm not going to haggle too hard. We'll see what they say. 78.3 with no sell-on clause. I'm more than happy to accept that. Right, now I will also try and bargain a deal for Mateo Kovacic as well, just so we have multiple options. So we'll see what he's valued at 30. They may even be open to a straight swap for him. Although I'm intrigued to see if they ask for a centre back in this transaction as well, or they're going to look. No, they are looking to. So they must genuinely be interested in a centre back. So we'll offer a transfer fee of, well, he's valued at 30, isn't he? So I mean, I might as well just offer a straight 30. I don't think Kovacic would be too expensive, considering he's probably not in the majority of their first team games. Let's offer 38 and see what they say to that. What I may do is leave it... oh, they've accepted 38. That's good. Okay, so what... what I might do is get deals agreed for players and then do a vote. Do a YouTube vote like I did before on the card. I might do a YouTube vote. Let me try and bargain a deal for a couple of other players as well. Koke was very popular, although Saul is younger. But Koke's probably better. We'll go for Koke. We'll see what they say about Koke. This is probably going to be quite a long episode. I apologise. Obviously, ending the transfer window, or at least going up until the final couple of hours, is going to be quite a long episode. Let's see. Are they interested in Cesc? They want a right back. I don't really want to offer you a right back, to be honest. Especially with Dave being out now for a while with an injury. Let's just offer them 50 million and see what they say to that. Will you accept 50 mil? Atleti? Oh, okay. They will. Right, okay. Shit. I didn't expect them to accept 50 mil straight off the bat. Right, so we have Isco, Kovacic and Koke agreed. I mean, I might... I might as well try and get as many people on the list as possible. I'm just going to go and do the rest of this off camera. I'll agree deals for everybody I possibly can, and then we'll have a vote. Right, so I've got deals in place, agreed for Isco, Kovacic, Koke, Pjanic and Thiago, and Atleti are actually going to come back to me about my £45 million bid for Saul. They've stalled with this one, so not sure what's going to happen there. So in the top right-hand corner of the screen, there'll be a little eye icon and a little white circle. Click that, and you'll be able to vote on which player of these 6 you would like to see me sign. Obviously, Saul might not go through. They might reject that, but I'm sure I could negotiate a higher price. So we've got Isco for 78.3 million potentially, Kovacic for 38, Koke was 50, Pjanic was 60, and Thiago was a big one. Thiago, I had to negotiate 100 million. They wanted 123 initially, and I managed to bargain them down to around 9 figures. So 100 million pounds for Thiago Alcantara. Cruz, they weren't willing to negotiate with me at all on that. So unfortunately, that one is a no-go. So you will have the option to vote on which of those 6 players you would like me to sign. So what we'll do in today's episode might be a little bit shorter, but I will go and play Charlton in the FA Cup, and then I'll go as far as Bournemouth on deadline day, but I won't play the Bournemouth game. I'll do Bournemouth on deadline day and the Watford game in tomorrow's episode. So we also actually, whilst I'm here still talking to you, the vote that we did on Twitter has been finalised. And the stream career mode over on Twitch will be starting later this week on hopefully Wednesday with Borussia Dortmund. So that's on its way to you over the course of the next few days. Yes, no, I know you're looking forward to contract negotiations. We will. Oh, they've come back and said they don't want to accept the 45 million. They've stalled again. Willy Caballero wants to go out on loan. That's not happening. Davide Zappacosta going out on loan is also not going to happen. So we'll reject that. I need him. Thank you very much. I will start contract negotiations. How long? I don't want to let those deals time out. I'll play Bournemouth. I'll play Charlton, then maybe I won't advance as far as Bournemouth. We'll actually wait just to make sure I don't lose out on any of those deals. So you guys will have the chance to vote. Like I said, click on that little card, that little icon in the top right-hand corner, and you'll be able to vote on which player you would like to see me sign from that list of midfielders. And then whoever is the highest on that vote when I come to record the next episode, they will get selected as the team, or as the player, sorry, that I look to bring in to the team. Now, Charlton in the FA Cup is obviously a not that too difficult a game, I'd like to think. So I'll start a rotation side, and we'll see if we can get a victory away from home at the Valley. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Please let me know in the comment section which way you voted on that vote, on that card, and we will wait and see who you guys choose as the new centre mid signing. But for now, I'm going to dive into this away game against Charlton in the FA Cup. Holmes, down the line there into McGuinness. Stood up into the middle, but Luke Shaw will get there to get it away, but only as far as Kashi. It wasn't the best of clearances, actually. I was hoping he was going to try and head it and get some distance on it, but no. Decided to use his feet, but we will catch him on the counter here. Pedro starting on the left-hand side of midfield, and he's just on a run. I will stop the run. Charlie Musonda actually could look for Pedro again here, and will do. Michi will make moves, and then hit it early. Michi Batshuayi off the top of the bar. Absolute strike from Michi with the outside of his right foot. 4 minutes in, we were not far away at all there from getting ourselves an early 1-0 lead. Pull down the line here into McGuinness. Really good with him. Early cross, Moses, just nod this back. There we go. Oh dear. It wasn't quite as comfortable as I was hoping it was going to be. It wasn't as good a throw as I was hoping it was going to be either, but I will poke it back down the line here for Charlie Musonda to get on and turn inside with. Strong enough to hold off Kashi though, and Charlton will come forward again. They've actually improved a lot since those opening few moments, although that was quite simple for Antonio Rudiger to steal away from the defender. Not around the corner there, the back heel, but it won't find Kylian Hazard. Michi will, however, win it back, and we'll try again, and again. Won't find Kylian Hazard. Bakayoko, that was a fair challenge, quite hard, sorry, but no foul given, which is good news. Page in there to McGuinness. Trying to shove off Clark, but can't. I went wary of that 1-2, but Chalobah does well. Trying to race away here. Now, are you going to get in behind on that right hand side? It's Danny Drinkwater, of all people, pushing forward in the right wing spot. Not exactly going to be breaking in behind anyone with him, am I? But he's done well enough there to hold off everybody. Let's use the left back first, because Pedro ran offside there. Now we'll go to Pedro. Actually, may have drifted offside again there as I played the ball through. But Luke Shaw shows good strength and good turning ability. I've no idea why that ball went to Danny Drinkwater when it was meant for the men in the middle of the box. But never mind, Bakayoko could win that header and has, but unfortunately Charlton recover possession again. Frustrating first half so far. Started off very, very brightly, but haven't really created much since, and that's going to be a free kick to Charlton. Bakayoko, oh, great ball to Michi, and a brilliant first touch as well. Now, I'm just going to try and find some support when it arrives. Hazard not in the best of positions there with the man on his shoulder. Work this quickly out wide like this, and if Victor Moses can actually make me run, which I've asked him to do, then we might be able to whip this in, looking for Kylian Hazard at the back post, and whipped it is, and Hazard is found, but over the bar goes the ball. Nice move in the end, really good cross, really good cross. Number 6, they're not quite able to position his body properly, but unfortunately Kylian couldn't keep it down. Inside there to McGuinness to Clark. Waiting for the pullback, which hasn't come yet. Oh, he went for the shot. Willy Caballero not to be caught out there. That was particularly awkward. Holmes to take the corner, and that hopefully will be dealt with by Rudiger and Ears. But again, not the best of clearances from the defender. Luke Shaw did that early on in the half as well, which was frustrating. Not really too sure why they're not playing the ball away or clearing the ball away properly. Oh no, that's a great turn by Clark, and in trouble here, Willy Caballero with a good stop again. Charlton really turning up the pressure here at the end of the first half. See if we can get this one clear a little bit better than the last, shall we? That's over almost everybody, but Bakayoko does the defensive work this time around. Marshall forward quickly to Pearce, into Bayer, who's turned well, but well held by Caballero. It looks like it's going to be 0-0 at half-time. I'd very much like to avoid a replay if at all possible. Moses through the gap there to Michi. Back to Bakayoko, out to Pedro. Oh, lovely turn. Pedro, can he finish that? Whoa, it was floating towards the top corner, but I don't really think it was causing the keeper any problems at any point on that trajectory. 0-0 at the break. Holmes trying to outmuscle him and can't. Holmes with the cross, and he's going to reach the man in the middle. Clark fires wide. Wow. I'm not entirely too sure how it reached him with that amount of blue shirts around him. Chalobah just caught out of position. Oh, it looked as if actually there Luke Shaw got to the ball first and kicked it against the striker. And that's how he came with a goal kick. Well, very good defending in that case. Well done, Luke. Marshall with the throw. Back there to Solly. Forward into Forster Kaski, sorry. Struggling to say. Trevor Chalobah, what are you doing? I've told him to clear that ball, and he's just watched McGuinness put it into the back of the net. Show me a replay. The home fans going mad, as you would expect they would, but Chalobah has positioning on the striker there as well, and he's just not done anything. He's just stood there and watched him stroke it home. That's infuriating. I know I said I didn't want a replay, but I also don't want to go out of the FA Cup at the same time. Nice tackle by Danny Drinkwater in a dangerous area. We'll look for, well, that was meant for Kylian Hazard. Michi around the corner. Pedro arriving. Pedro's there. Pedro, turns inside. Pedro! The man does it again. I wasn't sure whether to pass it when I turned inside there, but I think had it been anyone else other than Pedro or maybe Hazard, I probably would have played it across the box and looked for Michi. But of all the people on the planet, can't be in the planet, otherwise you'd perhaps burn. On the planet, in my starting lineup today, that I would want a chance like that to fall to, Pedro was the man. He makes it 1-1, and we've 15 minutes to go and get a second. Moses does well there to knock that back to Danny Drinkwater. I've got Kylian Hazard in the middle. Michi's there. Turns away from one. Hazard, I just need to hold off the defender for the time being to make sure I keep the ball. Pedro, lovely football. And there's the second. Oh, I wasn't sure whether that was going to go wide when I first hit it because the angle was very, very acute. But a little ball. Actually, it's very good football there. Kylian Hazard into Michi. And I did pull it a long way across and I thought it might have drifted past the post. But thankfully it didn't. Into the bottom corner it rolls with 5 minutes to go. Michi makes it Chelsea 2, Charlton 1. Corner for Charlton Athletic. Solly to take it. And it comes. Willie's there and he's punched, but he's not got much distance on it. He's going to drop to Forster Kaski into Pearce. Across to Forster Kaski again. Got the assist for their goal, but not able to score himself one here. I can't quite believe I'm about to say this, but I'm just going to try and time waste against Charlton here to ensure that I get the victory. They've been extremely difficult to play against. No idea what sort of pass that was from Victor Moses, and it's put me in trouble again. Up against... Oh, he's done well there, actually, up against the midfielder. And we'll just play this around the corner. And Pedro could be in behind. Had to play that over the air, or in the air, to make sure... Over the top, in the air, there we go, well done, Brain. To ensure that it got to him, because Bakayoko was getting chopped there by a man on the floor. That wasn't meant to go to Pedro, it was meant to go to Charlie Musonda, but never mind, it did go to Pedro. And Charlie Musonda did retrieve it. Victor Moses, 2 minutes added on. I'm pretty sure... Oh, there we go. If I work it around, the whistle will go. A 1-0... Rephrase. A 2-1 win away from home at the Valley against Charlton Athletic to give ourselves progression through to the next round of the FA Cup. Beat Burton, beat Charlton. I'm not sure who we'll get in the next round, but that will bring today's episode to a close. I was planning on finishing the transfer window today, but because of the controversy over the main signing in the summer transfer window, I will most certainly put this one to a vote. We'll jump back and have a quick look at the shortlist again so that you guys can see again for a second time exactly who is on this list. Please don't tell me these are emails about people withdrawing from... No, don't be. Don't be. Negotiations over. Don't contact us anymore. Right, thanks to that mishap, what I've done is reloaded the save, waited until the day before the Charlton game before making those transfer dealings, rather than doing it at the very beginning of the episode here, and then replicated the 2-1 victory against Charlton with the same goal scorers, etc. And now, the day after Charlton, all of the previous transfer dealings are still available for you guys to vote on with regards to contract talks. I haven't quite been able to replicate all of the transfer fees. Isco's is exactly the same. Thiago's is the same. Pjanic is 61 rather than 60. So they've counted. They stalled and then counted on me again, so I have to go back in for that one. Kovacic is 40 rather than 38, and Koke is still 50. So all of them exactly the same, all like 1 or 2 million out. So I'll admit, I absolutely panicked and I was like, what on earth has just happened? But I've been able to salvage the situation. So the vote is still there in the top right on that little card. Have your say, and when I come to record the next episode, we will sign. Right now I can get the contract talk sorted. We will sign the right player for the position. Premier League looks like that. As of yet, actually, let's see if the FA Cup's been drawn. It'd be easier to check on the calendar. I don't think it has. At least I don't know. It hasn't. We've got Monaco coming up, of course, in the Champions League, but no FA Cup draw has been made as of yet. But I will, just to make sure that I don't accidentally advance before saving it again. I'm going to save it here, and you guys can vote, and then I will act upon your vote as you wish in the next episode. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think or who you voted for, and we will wait and see. We will wait and see. But for now, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.